this room cleaned up.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm a little late tonight. Literally just walked into the door about 15 minutes ago. You can imagine with 4 kids, pajamas, brushing teeth, all those kinds of things. It's been a little wild. I don't even have my laptop on. I have nothing ready. So I'm just going to get ready while I'm talking to you. Appreciate y'all connecting, and probably be a shorter one tonight, but I do want to just go through a couple things with you, tell you about the meetup happening next week, and then we can, hopefully get you guys there, and beyond that, you can bring some friends as well, and hopefully we can begin a little bit of a movement through the entire process. So bear with me, just plug in my laptop. Be right back. All right. Sorry, all kinds of things to set up here before we actually can get going. I don't know how many people are on here yet, but if you're here, if you can hit the like button, if you want to share this on any kind of social media, that's always appreciated. If you do that on Facebook or Twitter for me, or whatever platform you actually like to use, that's always much appreciated. Helps the channel out a lot. So let's see here. I'm just pulling up my comments. Almost there. So how was your guys' day? How's everything going? We had a really cool day. We just made a video about it, so I'll be sharing that with you in the next couple days. I kind of want to tell you about it now, but at the same time, I don't really want to spoil it. Oh man, I think I need to change the name of this video as well. We just passed 100,000 views today. There's now been 100,069 views on this channel. That's insane. That's crazy. That's way more than I ever thought would happen. Very cool. Thank you guys for always connecting with this and watching. It really is awesome. So wanted to just talk a little bit about, I guess I should get the comments up first, and I'll get into all that. Live streaming. Okay, so I do just want to tell you guys about the meetup. So next week we're actually, the meetup is actually official, so we're going to be meeting next Sunday evening, 6 o'clock at Bugsy's Pizza. So come on out for that. I would love for you to be there. I would love for you to bring a friend. We're going to be revealing kind of what we've been planning and plotting overall this first quarter of the year, and then we'll go ahead and get into moving that plan forward. But I would love for you all to be there if you're able at all. There'll be free pizza in it for you. There'll be Dunkin' Donuts in it for you, and Cherokee Red, which hopefully maybe we can get a sponsorship. Cherokee Red maybe will sponsor this channel at some point. That'd be awesome. I'd be significantly less healthy, but it's cool. All right, your comments are finally up. Let's see what we got. Caden is the big winner tonight. Caden was number 1. Caden is almost the first one on every single YouTube video as well. So appreciate your dedication, Caden. You are awesome. Summer was number 2. Last Time Incorporated is number 3. Big Dog Bro, number 4. Hello, all of you guys. Roblox is in the house. Good to have you, my friend. Kevin, you did see Elizabeth. She was passing through the background. I'm trying to get her to join up here in the near future, but I don't know if that's going to be possible today. She doesn't like when things aren't done around the house. We've been gone all afternoon. There's laundry to be folded. There's dishes to wash. So I know I'm going to be busy after the stream. That's why this one's going to be shorter. So I'm just trying to catch up on the day. We were gone literally all afternoon. We left here at 4 o'clock, and we just walked back in the door. So I've been out all afternoon at a different homestead in town, and it was really fun. We had a really great day. Met some really cool people too. Let's see here. Roblox says, how's your day going? We had a really great day. I had a good day at church. Church was actually really awesome today. We had good worship, and the sermon was well received. We had a couple people give their lives over to Jesus this morning, so that's always a huge celebration moment for us. And One was a young girl and then a young man as well. And that's just always a good day. And then, like I said, we've gone all afternoon. It was just kind of blessed from beginning to end. Although losing the hour, I've been up since what was 4 in the morning today. So it would have been as of 3 in the morning yesterday. So I've been awake for quite a long time. I'm starting to wear down a little bit, and I still have video to edit. I'm 2 videos behind at this point actually. So hopefully we can make it happen as far as getting those videos out to you on Monday and Tuesday, and be kind of back on track. But anyways, Elite Gaming says, "Hey Andrew, I DM'd you earlier about what we were talking about. Yes, I am totally got your DM. Still thinking about that as far as what we could maybe do to collaborate on a video. I like your idea of doing something in St. Mary's Park. I think that's really cool. Some of the other ideas you pitched me are things we're already working on for Summer to Serve. So, stay tuned for that. But I really like your idea about, maybe we just do a big meetup with as many kids in town as we could. And we could do maybe we could do just some huge games in the city. Like the, biggest dodgeball game in Kittanning history or something. And just have 2 teams of like 100 kids. I think that'd be really cool. And really fun, and it'd be fun to film. But at the same time, if you want to just do more service projects, I'd love to just have you join up with Summer to Serve, and that would be really fun. And then we could, I'll just shout out your guys' channel as you're helping with different projects. So we'll work on something one way or another. Summer says, "Big dog's in the basement. I beat you." That's awesome. Todd is in the house. Good to have you, Todd. Big Daddy TODD. Sorry, I missed the name there. Swan says, "Hi everyone, still getting used to the time change." Yeah, me too. But it was nice to have sunset not till after 7 tonight. That means there's bonfires in the near future, which I'm always excited about. Big Dog Bro is upset that he lost to his wife. He Inspired Me is here. He Inspired Me. Always glad to have you. I've been watching your videos. I think it's super cool, the content that you're making. He Inspired Me. His channel, he makes primarily content for Christian men, and it's really good stuff about being a better husband and just being a good man in general. So check him out if you are interested in that kind of thing. Evan has a video idea. Evan, go ahead and pitch it to me, my friend. I'm all ears. Becky's in the house. Let's see. Todd says, "Andrew, if my car has the engine in my car, I will be at the meetup on Sunday." Yeah, cars definitely need engines. Definitely. Evan says, "You said Sunday at 6 or Monday at 6? It'll be Sunday at 6. Next Sunday evening, 6 o'clock at Bugsy's Pizza. It will be the meetup. So, very much looking forward to that." Evan says, "Let's get this video to 30 likes. We got to get it to 30 people first. We're only at 18 people." So, but I like the sentiment for sure. Let's see here. Caden's riding to the meetup on quads, I guess. Last Time Inc. says we got 20 people. Well, we do. We have 20 people right now. That's fantastic. Kelly's in the house. Kelly, I feel like it's been a while. We haven't seen you. Haven't seen you on the live stream. I guess I see you on Snapchat every now and again, so that's good. Colin's in the house. Says he had fun on Wednesday. That was actually Thursday, I'm assuming. Let's see. Kelly says, "So hard to type with a wrist brace on." Yeah, what did you do to your wrist? I never got that story. Colin says, "You never added me back." I don't know what that means. Oh, you're talking to Kelly. Okay. Caden says only 15 likes. Okay, I think I'm caught up on comments here. So yeah, worship night, Colin. Colin came out for worship night for the first time, and it was really fun. Our worship night was a really great. Well, it's always a great time. So if you guys want to mark your calendars to come on out on April, let's see. First Thursday in April will be April 4th. And so if you can come out on April 4th to Living Water Church, pretty much can guarantee you're going to have a good time and that you'll be blessed. It was a really awesome time this last week. Colin is saying, yes, Jesus. That was really kind of the crux of the whole night, was us just being obedient and being bold enough to actually believe that when God calls us to something, that we should walk forward with it. And so we all just need to continually be saying, yes, Jesus, with our lives, that we need to continually be stretching ourselves, be going after the big goals that we feel like God has called us to, because you only get one life, you guys. You only get one life. And so you have to really be willing to use it up, Don't waste it on the silly things that we tend to waste it on, watching too much TV or, scrolling through too much Facebook or all those kinds of things. Find out what God wants you to do and then drive towards it with everything that you can. That's my number one advice to you. Now, that's not to be, watching TV, doing those kinds of things is still okay. But it's in moderation, and it's just still making sure that you're driving forward with what God wants you to do with your life. I'm really, really passionate about that. I just want people to let God use them however they want to. Let's see. Kelly says, they think I have arthritis in my wrist. I got x-rays done, but nothing broken, so they think arthritis. How do you have arthritis at 17 years old? That's crazy. I'll be praying for you, Kelly, for sure, that would be healed. Let's see. Colin said, I asked him for forgiveness because I've been arrested and been on probation twice. You know what, Colin? I've been there as well. Well, not the probation part, but I've definitely been arrested before. But I would suggest that you continue with that heart of repentance, and God is a God of forgiveness. He's a God of second chances, and so I don't believe that he's done with you yet, not one bit. So you're doing the right thing. Evan said, I'm going to come to worship night, but I fell asleep. Yeah, you got to come next time, Evan, for sure. Let's see here. 16 likes. We're up to 19 likes now and 21 people. Yeah, we might get to 30, you guys. You just never know. Never know at all. Kelly says, did you know you can get arthritis at the age of 10? That's crazy. I had no idea that that was actually a thing. Arthritis runs in our family. I wake up every morning sounding like a glow stick. That sounds horribly unhealthy. A glow stick pops when you break it, Todd. So it pops many, many times in order for it to glow. But Kevin's also like a glow stick, and Kelly is too. They just glow with the presence of the Lord. Let's see here. Colin says, thanks, Andrew, for leading the path of forgiveness and greatness. God's the one that makes that path, Colin. But I'm happy to shine a light on it for sure. He's done a lot of work in my life, and so 100% I believe in it. I believe in it because it's true in my life, and I believe in it because God's word says so, because God says so. But the biggest proof is certainly what he's done in my life. If he can work with someone like me and change my life, then he can work with anybody. Trust me. He's not done with any of you guys yet. Colin, go ahead and pitch me your video idea, man. Let me talk about what I was going to talk about as well on top of the meetup. Really cool this week. I still am kind of in disbelief. The video doesn't have very many views, but I got to interview who I think is going to be our next senator, our next state senator, which was crazy. I saw in the paper that Joe Pittman was running for Don White's vacant Senate seat. So that election's coming up in 2 months. And I met Joe a couple times before, just in different meetings that I've been involved in. And, I always thought he was a really nice guy. And I just figured, you know what? I'm just going to send him a DM and see if he will ever actually respond to me. And maybe he would allow me to interview him. Since he's from Indiana, I figured, he could maybe use some help in Armstrong County. Maybe I can do an interview and, excuse me. Maybe I can do an interview and just, tell people, be able to give him an opportunity to show everybody who he actually is as a person. And I was just shocked when he actually sent me a message back and allowed me to interview him. And it was kind of I think God's timing. He was coming through Armstrong County in a couple days and had a free hour, and so he gave me an hour to hang out with him, and got to interview him for half an hour, and then we probably talked about for another half an hour about just different local issues, and how I thought maybe he would be able to help Kittanning, and telling him about different things that we're planning on doing, and seeing if we could, have his support in some other ways once we get going on summer serve and that kind of stuff again this year. And it was just a really nice conversation. It was a huge honor, and I couldn't really believe that that a little YouTube channel was able to interview a senator. Like, that still just kind of blows my mind. But I think that's the power of social media, and the power of just the age that we're living in. Technology has come so far that I can basically have a professional interview set up that's just as good as what a professional TV studio had 20 years ago, and you have that basically in your pocket. I have a $100 microphone that I added to that, but the only other thing that I have is just my cell phone, and so I just think it's really neat, the power that we have as individuals now. And I would just encourage you guys, if you ever felt like, hey, I have an idea for a YouTube channel, I would just totally encourage you to do it. The sooner that you can get started, and the faster that you can get a following going, the more potential influence that you have over this world. And it just takes, I think, in the 21st century, if we're going to reach people for God's glory, I think that we have to be actively involved on social media. And so I would just encourage you guys, especially if you're connected with God, if you're connected with Jesus in any way, I would encourage you to be very active on social media and utilize it. Use it for the kingdom. We just want to build a better city, and we want to build a better church. We want to bring more people into God's grace, and show people, the right way to live. There's a lot of people that are caught up in addiction and caught up in really unhealthy lifestyles, and the fact is that we have a real chance to help people find something better. And so if we can use social media not to have all this other junk that is really ruining people's lives, if we can be a light into those places, I think it makes all the difference in the world, not only in our city, but across the nation. So anyways, that's my little spiel. I just thought it was really cool that I got to interview a senator. I'm still kind of in disbelief about it. And then this week, I actually have our first county commissioner candidate is coming in for an interview as well. So hopefully I'll have different political interviews probably from now all the way up until the primary, which is towards the end of May. So I think that would be really, really cool. Let's see. Evan says, we need to do a video of the new restaurant right next to Walker's Automotive. Oh, yeah. We will once it opens. It's not actually open yet. But it was originally going to be like a bed and breakfast, but now I think it's just going to be a restaurant. But I've heard it's going to be a nice restaurant, a higher end restaurant. So I'm very, very excited about that being here. But we'll definitely do a video on that as soon as it's open. Kelly says, I was going to stop in with Bella today, but forgot it was Sunday, so you wouldn't be at work. Well, you should have stopped at church, Kelly says, guess what's going to blow your mind? I have no idea, but please tell me. Colin says, we need to do something about the abandoned buildings in downtown Kittanning. Working on that, my friend. Definitely working on that. Colin says, help people with unpaid fines, help the homeless in Kittanning. Oh, man, all these are good things. Help people with unpaid fines. I don't know what that actually would entail, but I'm definitely willing to talk about it. Help the homeless in Kittanning. Do you guys know any homeless in Kittanning? I know Kevin's told me there's a couple people, but I don't know if there's any more than that. But if you guys know of people that we can help, and if they actually want help, I would definitely be happy to try to connect them to different services that would be able to get them help. My guess is that if there's anyone homeless in Kittanning, is they probably don't want help. But I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. Elite Gaming says we could watch out for the meter maid and tell people that she's coming. Elite Gaming, if you want to be involved on that video, I have a really good idea for a video. I've wanted to make a video called Defeating the Meter Maid since I started this channel. It's on my original idea list for this channel, and I've never actually made the video. But I have it all planned out in my head. It would be an absolutely incredible video. I bet it would be my most watched video of all time because I bet it would go across the country that people would want to watch it. So if you and a team of guys want to help me make that video happen, I'm all in on that, and you would definitely get some press on it. I can guarantee you. Let's see here. Let's see. There were two homeless people that I knew of. Kevin says both of them have places now. That's fantastic. Great news. Colin says we need to take charge of Kittanning Borough. I'm not the borough. But well, definitely we need to be a voice for change. That's for sure. But well, let's go through the proper channels. City council's doing their job. There are definitely some things that need to happen, and we got to just keep doing our part, and we'll keep calm. We'll do it God's way. We'll pray our way through this thing, and we will definitely make change, Colin. But we don't need to go with torches and pitchforks quite yet. Evan's ready to do it. Colin says we could talk about the police station. It's old and dirty. Oh, I don't know about all that. It's not that bad. Let's see here. Kevin says, I want to make a YouTube channel called Gonna Try It, and in each video I'll try to do something I haven't done yet. A recipe, a hobby, repairing something. You should totally do that. That's a cool idea, Kevin. You'd grow bigger than me in no time, I bet, with that idea. That would be definitely a more nationwide channel, but that would be super cool. Colin says, let's do something with the skunks. Yes, we definitely need to do something about the skunks. There's a lot of skunks in town. I don't understand it. Skunks and, well, rabbits are normal in town, but I don't know how we have so many skunks in Kittanning. Evan says, can you get those pictures I sent you to the codes enforcer? Yes, I will, sir. I absolutely will. Kelly says, do you know Jeff Powell, state representative? I painted his mom's nails at the retirement home I'm starting to work at. I met his mother. That's crazy, isn't it? That is totally crazy. Jeff Pyle's a really cool dude as well. I really enjoy Jeff Pyle. He's really funny. He's actually just a really funny guy, and he's dealing with cancer right now. He's actually in cancer treatment. So if you guys know Jeff, or if you have the ability to pray for him, he's one of our representatives, and I think he's a pretty good one. We just need to really be praying for him as he's dealing with cancer. He's at 160 some treatments now. So, but he's a fighter, and he's convinced he's going to beat it, and I think that's half the battle. Gunner Chronicles says, I'm a big advocate for helping LGBT individuals as well as people with disabilities and just people who are struggling. I want to try to get people the support and the love that they need. I love that, Gunner. Totally would love to hear what you're doing. If we can partner with you anyway, I would be very interested in talking about it. Absolutely. Caden says, my friend's mom, which is the meter maid's son, and I asked her if she got your new car yet, and she said yes. She did. She finally got my car for the very first time. I believe it was on Friday. No, it was the day. Yeah, I did the interview, so it was Friday. So she got me finally. Elite Gaming says, it's like as soon as I read the comment, it changes the. Elite Gaming says, I'll do a video with you about the meter maid. Very, very cool. Colin says, let's do something about the trail. Colin, what do you want to do about the trail? We did a lot of trail cleanup last year. There's more planned for this year, and we're actually planning on a little orchard on the trail. So we're planning to plant like 10 to 12 fruit trees in a little grove right on the trail. So it would be fruit available, and then I want to make little like signs that tell what the trees are and when they actually bear fruit, or when the fruit would be ripe, so that people can come down when it's ripe and actually get the fruit and make it a little free food place for people in the city. Another really exciting thing is the city just gifted us a lot to use on Woodward Avenue, and so we'll have a community garden there that we'll be starting this year. And so hopefully we'll have some free vegetable garden, and hopefully we'll plant a free fruit grove as well. And so I think it would be really cool if we can grow little pockets of free food all over the city. That would be really, really amazing. So I'm very excited about that. Kevin on this channel is actually going to be a big part of that, and then the fruit tree thing. All that should be happening on Earth Day, which I believe is on April 27th. And so if you guys are interested in helping us set up the initial garden, and you're interested in helping us set up the little fruit orchard, I would love to have your help on that day. It would be really, really fun. Let's see. Melissa says, the meter maid is your favorite person, Andy. She is my favorite person. Without her, I just wouldn't have any content for the YouTube channel. So I need her. I need her to keep writing me tickets. I could say I want her to be defeated, but in all actuality, I need her just like she needs me. Although I did get the actual numbers for the meter maid and what they bring in as far as income for the city, and it's definitely not the number that I had on my city budget. I believe that we could cut the meters as a city, and it would not hurt us financially at all. Excuse me, guys. I'm sleepy. Let's see here. Caden says, I want to do the meter maid video because I actually know her. Todd's in for the meter maid video. Melissa, yeah, maybe we get Melissa in on the meter maid video as well. Kelly says, my chicken legs are done. My mom got me into that already seasoned chicken at Sprinkles. Sounds good. Colin says, there's glass everywhere. Like broken glass on the trail? That's no fun. Summer says, so cool. I always thought fruit trees and berries would be neat on the trail. It will be neat. And I'm hoping that we can start like one little pocket this year. And then maybe as we clear out other areas, we could replace those areas with fruit trees. I think it'd be really neat if like Kittanning was known as the place on the trail where you could stop and have a picnic and be able to actually, have some healthy food as you're going by as well. I think it'd be really cool for the city. And I think it'd be a cool thing like as a tourist attraction over the course of the coming years. And there's a lot of perennial vegetables too that you can plant, different spinaches, and thinking of things like onions that come back every year, walking onions, different perennial edibles. What else? There's like comfrey you could plant, would be really healthy for everything, and it kind of takes over. I'm drawing horseradish. There's lots of different things you could plant. And so I think it'd be really, really cool to make that expand every single year. Gunner Chronicle says, here. Dirt Bike says, I saw you at McDonald's. Really funny story, actually. I was at McDonald's yesterday. Actually, I shouldn't actually tell you yet. Nah, it's okay. I'll tell you. A girl asked me for my autograph at McDonald's. She was scared to come and ask me. So some lady came out with a pen and paper and was like, this girl wants you to sign this piece of paper. So I got her on video. It's really, really cute. And it'll be in one of the coming videos. It'll just be a little side video as part of the one of the future videos in the next 2 days. But it was really funny. I was laughing so hard. And my wife she thought it was ridiculous. Then they brought me a free ice cream, and then they thought, one free ice cream for the whole family wasn't enough, so they brought out a bunch of gift certificates for free ice cream. So it was really bizarre and really fun, and I don't know. McDonald's is like my favorite place. I wish Colin still worked there, but it is what it is. Gunner says, I have different ideas about how I can do things. I just have to start it up. I'm willing to talk about any of the topics if you want. Sure, Gunner, hop on the live stream or shoot me a direct message if there's anything that I can do to help you. Or if you just want to pitch different ideas and you just want some advice on how to make some stuff happen, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about that. Todd says, Andrew, do you know much about Red Delicious apples? I do. I know a lot about Red Delicious apples. I don't like Red Delicious apples. I think that Red Delicious apples should actually be outlawed from the United States because they're always soft and disgusting. And so the name is just false advertising to me. They're not delicious at all. There's like 20 different apple varieties that I would take over Red Delicious. any single day. So that's how I feel about Red Delicious apples. I'm passionate about apples, you guys. That's how I am. uh, Colin says, I love big things like bananas and pretzels, and we're gonna meet tomorrow. There's glass on the trail. Okay, so maybe we gotta get that glass cleaned up. We should make that happen. Crazy Potato says, I love you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Caden's giving money. Caden, you're the man. Appreciate that. It's going right into the drone fund. The drone is going to happen real soon. It really is. Colin says, I love you too. You guys are hilarious. Swan says, so many good ideas tonight. Love the fruit and berry idea for the trail and Kevin's great YouTube channel idea. I know, it's cool. There's really cool stuff happening, you guys. This channel's the place to be right now. Todd says, I'm interested in growing huge red delicious apples. I like the big ones from Walmart. More power to you, man. I just don't like red delicious apples. Here's the thing about apples. You cannot grow them from seed. And so, Todd, if you're interested in growing red delicious apples, you cannot take red delicious seeds from those apples and plant them in the ground and expect to get a good tree. You will indeed get an apple tree, but apples do not reproduce by seed. They don't reproduce to their kind. They reproduce genetically. It's completely random. And so chances are you'll get what they call a spitter tree, where the apples will only be good enough to take in your mouth and then spit out. And so if you want a red delicious tree, you need to actually order a red delicious tree. Or you can get them from different places that sell apple trees. I would suggest that you get a different kind of apple, like a Shizuka or something like that, which also will grow very large. And I would get those trees from the Armstrong Conservation District tree sale that's happening right now. You'll get your trees in about a month, and you would then be able to plant them directly, and you would have, a few years before you're going to get any kind of apples off of them. But that's what I would suggest to do. But do not try to grow them from seed. It will not work. All apple trees have to be grafted if you want them to produce to that actual same apple for what you want. So that's just one piece of advice. Don't do it. Colin says, Andrew be my dad. Y'all are crazy. Gunner's laughing. Everybody's laughing tonight. Having a good time here. Colin said 6 rock stars. That explains a lot. It really does. Crazy Potato. I don't know what's going on with you, man. I got to put you in timeout. You're saying too much crazy stuff now. Kelly says, Colin, this whole weekend I had 20 of them. You guys, rock stars will kill you. Do not drink Rockstar energy drinks. Just leave it alone. Don't drink any more of them. Just don't buy them. Don't support that company. It's not good for you at all. Summer says, I agree on the apples. Gross. I like Gala apples. My top 3 apple varieties, you guys. You ready? Number 1, Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp apples were born and raised in the state of Minnesota, so I love them for that reason. Also, they're crispy and they are sweet. Everything that I like about an apple. Number 2 apple are called Jazz apples. I've also seen them called Snapdragon. I think they're the same kind of apples, just called something different. But you can get them at Aldi's just for like a couple months a year. Snapdragon or Jazz apples. And number 3, Pink Ladies. But they got to be fresh. You have to check the bottom of your Pink Lady apple. When you look at the bottom, if you can see into it, it's no good. You have to be able to make sure that the bottom of the apple is still closed. If it's beginning to open up, that means the apple is it's been sitting for too long. It's getting soft and it's not as good as it should be. So you want a Pink Lady apple that's fresh is my number 3. I like a lot of other apples as well. I'm an apple fan, but Red Delicious apples should be outlawed and banned from the United States. I'm just telling you, they should be illegal. No one should have to suffer through eating a Red Delicious apple. It just shouldn't. No one should have to go through that. Todd says, you're killing me. I love Red Delicious apples. Todd, I just don't think you have taste buds. Dustin said, hey, brother, how are you doing today? Just stopping in to say hi all day today. I was in Pittsburgh with Jamie's dad. He's not doing good at all. I asked him how he's doing, and he said, I'm soon going home. Okay. Well, we'll be praying for your dad, Dustin, for sure. Swan says, Andrew, I share your feelings about Red Delicious apples. Jean is in Walmart today. Kelly says, should I bring Bella in and surprise Tina sometime this week? Absolutely, you should. Do it before Friday. Tina has a surgery on Friday, so you want to make sure that that you see her before that, because she may be out for a week or so after the surgery. Dustin said he means to be to glory with our Heavenly Father. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Absolutely. I know he's had some different issues over the course of several months, so definitely we'll keep praying for him. Colin says, meet at the office, right? Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm going quick through them here. Keep spreading the name of Jesus and through the streets of Kittanning. God is on the move at Living Water. Totally agree. Kevin says, all imported fruit is radiated to kill bacteria. It kills the seed as well, but any fruit that is native from the store can be planted and grown. You can plant apple trees, but they will not grow what you want. I promise. They just won't. Todd says, ooh, would love to sit down and talk apples. Let's talk apples anytime. I'm passionate about apples. Right now, I have, I believe, 6 different varieties of apple trees on my property that I've planted over the last 2 years. And I have some more Granny Smith apples coming, and I have some more Honeycrisp apple trees coming. So I have lots of different varieties that come. They all come due at different times of the, or they all turn ripe at different times of the year, and they all have different purposes. So I have many apples that are storage apples. I have some apples that are good for baking, and I have some apples that are good for eating fresh. And so I've researched way too much about apples. I know more about apples than any person should know. So I'd love to talk apples anytime. Kevin says, dang, he really does know his apples. I do, you guys. If you go on, super cool actually, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, if you're interested in fruit trees, go to AC Nursery, AdamsCountyNursery.com, and they have a whole fruit tree guide on there. It's the coolest thing. It's like every fruit tree that grows in Pennsylvania, basically, they have listed on there. When they actually come, they have one chart that shows the pollination, so when they actually need pollinated and what they can use for pollination. And then there's a whole other chart that has when the fruit trees actually become ripe. And it's just the neatest thing. And so that's my goal on my yard, is that I'll have fruit trees coming ripe from June all the way to the middle of November. So I would have 5 months of fresh fruit eating on my property, and then I would have, storage fruits at the end of the season that would go another few months in. So I'm trying to cover 9 or 10 months of fresh fruit on my property, and then the rest I can freeze to cover the other few months. So I'm hoping to be 100% self-sustaining on fruit and vegetables over the coming years, and then I'll also be sustainable on eggs. And then if I can get a milk animal, I'll just be set for life, you guys. I'll just have to buy grain and from the store, and that'll be it. Let's see here. Dea says hi. Hello, Judea. Glad you're here. Lewis Klein is in the house. Zachary Bala is in the house. Glad you guys are here. Todd says, how do you know about that much about apples? And he says, I don't have taste buds. Gene says, good service today. I loved it. God is good. Absolutely. Colin says we should do something about the brickyard. Totally agree. If we could just make that brickyard look more beautiful, it would be amazing for the city. Todd says maybe you can guide me to the right apples. Todd, if I remember right, I'll bring you a fruit tree list from the tree sale that's coming up. So, absolutely, I will. I'll try to make that happen. If not, we can talk at least, and I'll show you some things online. Kevin says I meant like blueberries, strawberries, and such. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you can grow those from seed for sure. Colin says we made cinnamon rolls and mashed potatoes. Man, that sounds good. Mashed potatoes act like flour. Yeah, I do have a lot of I do have a lot of potatoes, so I guess that kind of counts for grain. We count them as carbs now that with Joey's diabetes. And same thing with corn. I can grow corn as well, so that can be some grain. Cornbread's amazing, you guys. You got to make some cornbread. Dustin says, "Hey, did you hear Jason Witten came out of retirement to play another season with the Cowboys?" I know, that's crazy. I did see that. Nobody ever comes out of retirement in football, especially how much money he's made. I just don't understand it. Zach says, "When's the next workday on the nursery?" That will be on Saturday. So if anyone wants to come and help with the church, we'd definitely accept your help. This coming Saturday, we have men's breakfast at the church. So if you are a man, you can come eat breakfast with us at 7 o'clock. We'll study the Bible at 8 o'clock, and we'll begin a workday at 9 o'clock. And it'll be a good day. Dirt Bikes for Life 16 says, "I live in Ford City and have a small channel with some dirt bike videos. It's so cool that I see someone growing so fast in the local area." That's awesome, man. If you can send me a video on DM, send me your favorite video, and I will see if I can give you a shout out. If I enjoy your channel, I will subscribe, and I will shout you out in one of my future videos. But I'll even shout you out right now. Go check out Dirt Bikes for Life 16. Click on his channel and give him a subscriber if that's something that you're into. Colin says, "I'm going to head to bed." I think I'm going to do the same because I got some work to do still here tonight. And yeah, I think that's it, you guys. Don't forget about the meetup. I would love for all of you to plan for next Sunday night, the 17th of March. Come out to Bugsy's Pizza at 6 o'clock. We will definitely have free pizza there waiting for you. We will have free donuts there waiting for you. We will have Cherokee Red there waiting for you. And on top of that, we're going to be learning about what we've been planning about the future of Kittanning. So I'd love for you guys to be the very first to know about that stuff. And I can't wait to see what God is going to do with all of us and the plans that He is setting us up on. Swan says, last comment, "I'm on the West Coast. Can't make the meetup. Will you be streaming it or anything?" I will definitely make a video about it, and I'm hoping to still stream that night as well. So hopefully I'll be home by 9 o'clock to stream, and we'll do the meetup at 6, and I will definitely make a vlog about it, and for sure. Becky says, "I'm hoping next month to talk to you about some trees. Just an idea I had. Have a good night." I would love to do that. Summer's in for the pizza. That's fantastic. Todd says he's trying to come next Sunday for the bubble hockey. Todd, you better be there. We got to play some bubble hockey. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I love you all very, very much. Totally appreciate you all. Can't believe we're over 100,000 views. That's amazing. I can't believe the channel continues to grow. Can't believe we got to interview a senator this week. That was only because of you guys. I know 100%. That was only because of you guys. Sorry, there's more comments coming in. I just got to read them real quick. 3D Maker says, "Just wanted to stop in and say hi. Just finished playing. Keep talking and nobody explodes." All right. Well, anyways, you guys, I'll send the leftover pizza to Colorado, T-Wolf, for sure. Gunner's going to try to be there. Definitely try to make it. That would be awesome. Swan says, "Thank you for the stream."